Academic powerhouse. The school produced a Nobel Prize winner and H&R Block's co-founders.
Well, since then, Southwest High School has closed and reopened. 2 years ago, it became an early college campus. Now it's entering a new era, merging with Westport. Larry Seward explains why neighbors are going to great lengths to make it work.
On a steamy July Saturday, 200 people crowd Southwest Early College campus, working in the garden, whacking weeds, painting walls.
It's amazing to come here and see all the volunteers that showed up.
We just really care about this school and we want to see it succeed.
August 30th, Southwest opens its doors for 1,600 students, triple last year's enrollment. Why?
This spring, Superintendent Dr. John Covington directed unheard of change, laying off hundreds of teachers, closing half of Kansas City schools, the largest consolidation since kids from Westport here to Southwest.
We're going to work harder than we've ever worked before.
Principal Steve Scraggs supervises a staff that until 2 weeks ago remained unsettled. Just as clouded in the minds of neighbors is the school's future.
We want to make this thing work.
John Murphy's lived in Brookside for 10 years.
This is a Catholic ghetto. We're living in a Catholic corridor right here. If you're not a Catholic or can't afford Pembroke or Barstow, every year when your child turns 5, you move across the border. You cannot have the middle class leaving the city in droves every year.
Murphy considers Southwest one of the district's few bright spots. Now it's about to unite with Westport, a school with a dropout rate nearly double the district average, according to the most recent state statistics.
The kids that are coming in now, I'm sure over time, most of them will want to be there. But in any bunch, there's always a few bad apples. We're concerned about the bad apples. We're concerned about the bad apples hurting the kids that are there now, disturbing them, and disturbing folks in the neighborhood.
That's all I heard the first meeting. And I just sat there and I just had to bite my tongue.
Fifi Weideman is a former school board member. She raised her family right here in Brookside. So after hearing complaints,
what I want to do is prove them all wrong by, first of all, getting the community very engaged and not waiting for the district to tell us whether we can do something or not.
Weideman and others organized 8 committees to erase concern. One group worked with the city to get crosswalks and a speed zone around the school. Others, including Murphy, worked with the district to double security at Southwest. Then, at the first teacher orientation,
we want all of you and the students to feel like you are part of our community.
A group of volunteers delivered breakfast and survival kits for teachers. These same people plan to come back on the first day of school, wearing T-shirts that say in bright orange ink, "We are Southwest."
We are the community. We are Southwest. We're here to help.
So are members of St. Peter's Catholic Church, thanks to priest Steve Cook. Despite having their own school, many here flocked to Southwest. That same steamy July Saturday, inspired by words from a homily.
A question that was posed to a Pharisee, who is my neighbor? And well, we're all neighbors to one another.
Their efforts wowed neighbors.
Kind of like a new start.
But for Richard Amayo, a senior former Westport football player moving to this school without fall sports, it's the kind of welcome he never dreamed he'd get.
Larry Seward, NBC Action News.
The new Southwest will not have fall sports. In his final report on the new Southwest, Larry will examine how some of the athletes are managing.